Alright, so I've been a little bit negative when it comes to Black Ops Cold War because the beta, honestly, I don't like it. I just don't enjoy what they have presented to us for the beta. And I feel like I need to explain that more thoroughly because people, for some reason, think I hate the entirety of the game. First of all, I have some things I'm excited about, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And second of all, I can disagree with the current state of the game. I can disagree with what the beta was showcasing without hating the entirety of the product or the concept. Call of Duty is always going through changes. Like, we have not had a Call of Duty this generation that stays the same for longer than 3 months during its life cycle. Call of Duty is always changing and updating. We've seen maps get rearranged, we've seen weapons get rebalanced, attachments get added, we've seen so many things throughout the years. We've seen entire Call of Duty games get completely reworked. And then when you hear some developer stories like how Black Ops 4 was supposedly going to be an Overwatch clone, but they decided to change about a quarter of the way through development, stuff like that really makes you think about how video games are just constantly changing. Whether it's bug fixes, optimizations, balancing changes, new additions, things getting just simply taken out of the game. Really, I'm just judging the beta. How the game is in January, early February, that's what's really going to decide its fate for me. I like to give Call of Duty developers a fair amount of time to figure out the game after launch, because you have the stress of making sure the game is up and running for the first 2 to 3 weeks after the game comes out. Then you have holiday season, and so I'm not really going to expect any massive changes and a lot of respect to the community until January or February. And it's not really a matter of respect, I just mean they're not going to listen to our every complaint when they're working between their breaks and people being home for the holidays, not to mention COVID is still going on, and so, the workplace is certainly in a different state than it was this time last year. I'm not saying Cold War is going to be amazing and we should never criticize developers because their job is difficult. I'm just saying I'm saving my criticisms for later. That's all I'm saying. And now you know my rationale behind doing so. I've explained this now 3 years in a row, and some people still think that I'm shilling. Like I'm here to promote Call of Duty to you guys, as if that's what my channel's purpose is. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that for free. So why am I excited about Cold War? Well, despite all of my issues in the beta that I'm not going to really talk about here, I'm excited for a lot of new things, like new camos, leveling up, progressing weapons, unlocking camos, weapon prestiging has been confirmed to be in the game, at least during the beta here. You have the option to prestige your weapons, so I'm excited to do that as well. There's something about grabbing a gun you haven't used before, leveling it up from 0 to its max level, getting all of the camos for it. There's something very satisfying about that. Now, of course, if I'm not enjoying the game, I really won't enjoy the process of doing this, but I can't deny it that even though the beta is kind of irritating, I actually am looking forward to doing this with many of the guns. And on the topic of progression. I'm really excited to prestige or go through seasonal ranks or complete a battle pass. Even though I'm hoping for a prestige system, I'm really just excited to level up in a new game and unlock cosmetics and things for a new game. Even my least favorite Call of Duty games had that new car smell honeymoon period where I was just excited to be progressing and unlocking, again, attachments and perks and just everything the game has to offer. And if I was a loser, I'd say I'm really excited for theory crafting, but because I'm not, I'm gonna say I look forward to fiddling with the creative class. I'm really excited to just come up with the optimal weapon setups and things that I enjoy so that I can share them with you guys. We can do I Need a Weapon streams and I can review classes and talk about how you should and shouldn't be customizing things. I look forward to getting that information down so that I can share it with you guys. And this game will make it easier by showing its in-depth stats. So it's going to be a lot of fun to play with all of the stat changing things in this game and just create the perfect weapons with either 5 or 8 attachments. Let's just hope they add operator mods or conversion kits or something. I really hope we get some good weapon customization around launch time. The next thing I'm excited for is learning all of the maps. One of the things I caught myself forgetting during the beta was that these are not all of the maps that are going to be in the game. I am actually really excited to see what else they have in store for us, because Cartel, Moscow, Miami, and Satellite are so divisive and so different in between each other. Like, it's really funny to see how many people love Miami, hate Satellite, or the inverse. hate Cartel, love Moscow, or the inverse. This game doesn't have the problem I have with other Call of Duty games where the map design is so simplistic and all of the engagements are forced. You know, this definitely has a lot of variety here, and so I'm very excited to see what gimmicks and changes and secrets are in store for us, and just the simple things about learning the spawns and learning nade spots. That stuff is exciting and fun for me. I'm also excited for remade maps. Now, I want new content being pumped into the game, but I do not mind maps like Raid from Black Ops 2 coming back, Villa from Black Ops 1. I even hope we get some World at War maps. I kind of want this game to be a sort of testament to Treyarch, and seeing 80s versions of some of my favorite maps like Yemen, Turbine, Raid, or Villa, Radiation, and Hanoi. I really am excited for some quality Treyarch map design, because Treyarch has had some great maps over the years. Like Infinity Ward, I like about half of the maps in each of the classic games, and I tolerate the other half. Maybe I dislike one or two. Modern Warfare started to really let me down throughout the year with really out-of-the-blue remakes that didn't make any sense. I don't know why we got the remakes we did. Personally, I was let down, and I hope that in Cold War, I don't know, I can be a little bit excited again when it comes to these remakes, because even though I know there's controversy around remaking maps, as long as they're free, I just hope they're the ones I like. I mean, this is a totally subjective, personal thing. I just at least hope the remakes we get are Call of Duty maps that I enjoy. But nonetheless, I'm excited because post-launch content is being handled in the same way as Modern Warfare. We're gonna have a battle pass and free maps and modes and updates and seasons, and I'm just really excited for all of that, because even if Cold War is something I disagree with on a mechanical level, I can still be excited for the experience of playing a new Call of Duty game. And whether or not it's something I play all year is something I really shouldn't be concerning myself with. It might be something I play for 3 or 4 months, and I put down to play something else, or this game could really take over my life if it's handled properly, and I could end up having a ton of fun with it. Regardless of that, those are the things I'm excited for and hoping for, so I wanted to, just shed a little bit of positivity on the game, because I've been criticizing it non-stop, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited to experience it and see what Treyarch does, because there really isn't this binary game is good or game is bad. I think currently, if I'm being blunt, the game is pretty bad. But there's a lot of potential, and I do not want to squander it, so I decided to not play the last day of the beta, because I already know what's in there, I know I'm not into it, and now I'm just waiting for the patch notes before launch, which are coming very soon. The game comes out in 24 days. So in 24 days, they can do a lot. We saw a lot of things change from the alpha to the beta. I'm excited to see what changes from the beta to the launch of the game, and then I'm excited to get a roadmap of what we're expected to see for post-launch content. And to those of you that are asking, are you going to play Modern Warfare for another year? Maybe, depends on how they support it. If they keep adding maps and weapons to Modern Warfare and I don't like Cold War after February, I might go back into it. So just putting that out there, and I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye.